Jason Love, ki bo svojo zasedbo predstavil svojo novo glasbeno ljubezen.
Menjavajoči se gruvi, jasne navezave na sambo ter izjemna vključitev brazilskega bobna krojika v glasbeni izraz zasedbe.
V ponedeljek 17. junija ob 21. v klubu Gronka na Metelkovi. Več na 50.radiostudent.si.
Radio Študent hoče sceno in tudi v svojem 51. letu poziva vse mlade in kreativne, še neuveljavljene bende in glasbene samorastnike, naj se prijavijo na natečaj za sodelovanje na klubskem maratonu 2019.
Hočemo rock bende,
Hočemo elektronko,
hočemo bite in rap,
hočemo orkestre,
hočemo vse.
podpišemo.
Vtisnite svoj pečat v slovensko glasbeno podtalje, postanite del najbolj odpiljene in vztrajne koncertne turneje na tukajšnjih tleh.
Prijave sprejemamo na elektronskem naslovu klubski.maraton@gmail.com.
Ker hočete.
Intervju Radia Študent.
What a beautiful day, the sun is rising. I'm going on the bus, and the kids are running. Seems like everyone is happy, everyone but just me. Yet, how can I be happy when I have to pee? Oh, not now. About a lot for the cost 50 cents. Gotta pay €1 to pee. How can they expect me to pee when I have no money? Gotta pay money for education. Gotta pay money for health insurance. Gotta pay money for food, of course. But still need money for generation. Being happy is not about money. Look at the kids in the Africa. Right, I can live my life as it be if they are as happy as me. Being happy is not about money. If you've got a lot of money, but you don't have to bother yourself, cause I'm the one who needs to be.
Yeah, man, children are dying from malnutrition. Cruelty is working for $1 a day in China. I hate when women get repressed in Muslim countries. Did you hear about child brides in the Middle East?
And the mainstream media is corrupt. Censor. It sucks, man. There is no freedom of speech in Turkey too. And also lots of journalists and students are refusing. I wish I had the chance to save the world, dude.
Here you're growing a life chocolate bucket falling into your flame of blood. Die!
Oh, thanks! What are our boards if we don't need much? What are our borders? Shouldn't we in touch? Who stuck this methodization? Does that matter if I keep it the motion?
What can you do? You just stand up and fight. Don't you ever hesitate and give it all you got.
Being happy is not about money. If you don't have any money, I can live my life as it be. When I break the chains that all they need. Being happy is not about money. Life is full of places to be. Beyond the borders, beyond the bars. Or you get prostate cancer soon.
Drage poslušalke in dragi poslušalci, en lep dober dan vam želim. Z vami sem Brigita. Tole pa je bila skladba Gotta Pee zasedbe Padme, ki se mi je tudi pridružila v studiu. Tako da bomo kar prešaltali v angliščino, namreč fanti prihajajo iz Istanbula. So, hello guys.
Hello.
The band Padme, the members Arda, Toprak and Orhan are here with me in the studio. And firstly, you're on a European tour, so I want to know a little bit about it. How is it? How are the concerts? And of course, how are the clubs?
Well, it really depends on what show you're asking. For example, the first show was at Vienna. It was fun. It was good. The sound wasn't very good, but we had a lot of fun. Budapest, about the same.
Yeah, but I had so much fun in the first two shows.
Yeah, I had so much fun all the time.
Yeah.
And after Budapest, it gets a bit blurry for me because I've been drinking a lot.
Yeah, we played a festival called Garage in Colin. And, and we played at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, we started at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and we were really drunk.
Yeah, because it was a festival. It starts in the daytime. It's open air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the bands play. And there's also an after party at a bar. And we played at the after party. So it was like 3 a.m. and everyone was drunk from the morning, so everyone was like, I'd been drunk for like the past 10 hours when I was on stage, and so was everyone else. So it was a great time, actually.
So you do remember the show? So
Yeah,
of course.
I mean, we were not that drunk.
Yeah.
But after the show, we were really drunk.
Yeah.
But it's part of the tour usually, so okay.
Yeah, of course.
And you've also stopped in Maribor, so I wonder how was this Gustav Tovarna, the club?
It was an amazing experience.
It had a big stage, I mean, and the sound was amazing, and the people there were amazing.
Yeah, the stage, the sound, the lighting, the people, the hospitality.
Yeah, and they had a fog machine, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and apart from the stage, at the complex, like, it has a cool history that they told us about, and there's this huge bookshop with this really, really nice people working there, and so we went there, had a look, got some books.
3 books.
Yeah, we got some books, and the show was really fun. I mean, it wasn't very crowded. How many people were there?
Like around 30, I guess.
Yeah, about 30.
But it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was on a Tuesday, about 30 people were there. But it was really fun.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the best, if not the best, stage I've played in so far.
Yeah, and also I had a chance to, walk around the city a bit the next morning, and the city is also really good. I mean, I really like it.
Okay, so maybe we go to your city a little bit, to Istanbul. Maybe for the basic question would be, when did you meet up? When did you start the band? And I think I heard that first you played like covers, or there was like a joke.
Yeah, these two guys know about the beginning.
Orhan and I started the band, and also there's Ahmet, our other friend. In 2015, we were a trio like now. And I think Arda joined the band at like 2000.
Yeah, 1.5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2017.
My first show was 22nd of December 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, wild night.
We found it for the university festival in the beginning. It was a spring festival, so we thought that we could play, and we practiced the covers first, and after that, in the summer we start composing.
Yeah,
and the band has started.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys started with like Blink covers and
Blink, No Effects,
Green Day. Yeah.
And how come you decided for punk? Because I read something about the history of punk in Turkey, and it was there's a lot of Turkish punk bands, but still it's a bit oppressed, I guess, because of
it's a very small scene, and it has
compared to the 2000s.
Yeah, it has had like different periods, like I think 2 decades ago, like in the late 90s, it was a strong scene. Not strong, but
not late 90s, but I think like 2004, 2005.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I guess.
Yeah, there were a lot of bands and a lot of good music too, with like some unique sounds and whatever. And then for like how long? 8-9 years, there wasn't much new.
Yeah, I think until 2012 or 13.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of new bands for like 8-9 years, and then the scene started to come back to life, like new bands popping up now and then. And for like the last 1 or 2 years, it's really picking up, if you ask me. There's like a lot of new bands being formed and a lot of new records being released.
And where do you have also clubs like you've seen maybe in Europe now and in Slovenia? And so I wonder, where do then bands play?
Well,
do they have places to play? And where do they rehearse? And for example, where do you rehearse then?
We rehearse. I don't know, where do we... I mean, we rehearse at home most of the time, because...
Yeah, it's expensive to rehearse at studios.
There aren't any autonomous venues or studios that we can use.
Yeah, we mostly play at bars, or sometimes at festivals, like university festivals and other festivals. But yeah, the last university festival we played didn't go so smoothly. I think we're banned from that university now. Yeah, but yeah, we rehearse mostly at home because it's expensive, and when we get things done, we go to a studio. There's a couple that we go to. We go to either one, and then we get it.
Now one of our friends just opened a studio, and I think we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
But you played only in Istanbul, or you also toured the whole Turkey?
Not all Turkey,
not
but
all of
3-4 cities.
I mean, not the whole.
I mean, I think in Turkey there like 5 or 6 cities they can play.
Yeah.
Not
There are-
much.
uh-huh.
It's a huge country, but I mean there are not many cities.
You
The
can
other cities
play.
are more focused on like pop music and stuff like that.
There's Istanbul, like most of the scene is in Istanbul. There's Ankara, and after that Izmir. And there's like 2 more cities, but not much there.
Çanakkale, Eskişehir, maybe Bursa, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're also part of Parazit Collective.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would like to know a bit more about that.
Long story. I'll tell you a bit about it. Yeah. It actually started out as a group of friends. Like we were friends. We liked music and other art stuff. We had bands like Hedonistic Noiz, Asperger, Padme.
Yeah, I mean we met mostly at shows. From the shows, we know each other from the shows. And one day at my house we were recording the demos for Asperger. And one of our friends, which is still here, Ozan, you can wave at him. He's on tour with us. He's helping us.
Yeah.
And he said, "Why don't we start a collective and put out shows and maybe we can open a rehearsal area that we can also use it as a venue." And I think the plan evolved, and now we mostly try to do some. We try to. Some of us wants to, act like an NGO, and some of us just wants to, put out shows and stuff like that. But I think I don't know, what do we do?
Yeah, I mean, we do like
Yeah, it's mixed.
a little bit of everything. Like sometimes we organize shows both for local bands and sometimes for bands from abroad.
Yeah.
Like the first band we brought from abroad was not on tour. They were really nice people. They agreed to come play.
Yeah, from Israel.
Yeah. It was really nice. And after that, we got the idea of bringing more bands if they wanted to. So now we're trying to organize shows for bands from abroad. And we've had the idea of doing an art exhibition, but
yeah, but
we never really got
the
into
artists
that.
in the collective are really lazy, so
We're all lazy scumbags. So
But it's not only concerning music, but also other art.
Yeah, all aspects of life as much as we can get to it.
Yeah, and also we have so many plans, but we can't, just do them because we don't have a proper place to do it.
Yeah, we don't have a venue. It's hard to get like a base of operations or like a venue in Turkey because you can't. I mean, maybe you could, but it would be very hard to do it autonomously.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's
right
impossible.
Now.
Yeah, I'm trying to be optimistic here.
Is this like the only collective, or are there similar to?
There are others.
Yeah,
I think
but we're like 20 people. The other collectives are like mostly 3 or 4 people, and some of the collectives aren't really active. But I think there are like maybe 10 collectives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have any, problems with the government, the state, the municipality about it, or you don't feel this oppression? Maybe?
Not yet.
Yeah, because we don't have a place.
Okay.
But I mean, sometimes when someone presents an idea about some of the more NGO type activities, the municipality usually is a potential threat to it, and so we ditch the idea usually.
Yeah. I mean, we were working on a project about immigrants from Syria, and we wanted to, just give lessons, school lessons, music lessons, art lessons, and stuff like that. But it was impossible to do it. I mean, we worked on a project for I think 1.5 months.
Yeah, we wrote a project, wrote description, we planned it out.
We made the schedule for 32 weeks.
Yeah.
But after that, the municipal,
the government
doesn't accept the program because
they want to control the situation with the immigrants and with the education. Because after the coup, there are lots of stuff has changed.
Yeah, so they want to have an absolute control over the education and the immigrant situation.
And besides music, what do you in general do? Because you probably don't live of music or...
Yeah, we're all students as of right now. University students.
Yeah.
We used to study at the same school, but Orhan
changed my school.
Yeah. But he still lives in the neighborhood, so we're still neighbors. So yeah, we study university. That's what we do besides music. I mean, talking for myself here. You too. I don't know.
I mean, I used to give piano and guitar lessons, but I don't do it right now because I don't know. I'm just last semester I decided that I wanted to graduate, but now I'm sure that I don't want to graduate. So I'm just taking free courses in the university, like language courses and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we go a little bit back to your music. I forgot to ask what's the reason for the name Padme? Is this something with Star Wars?
No, actually.
Okay.
As he said, languages. It's a word from Sanskrit, an ancient language.
Yeah, I was taking ancient Uyghur. It's Uyghur is like a Turkish community living in the Middle Asia.
Yeah,
no, I don't
Central
know.
Asia.
Yeah, Central Asia.
Yeah, Central Asia. They're a very old community.
And they're the one community, one tribe that refused to use weapons and just ate and lived vegan. So, and it has some roots to Buddhist culture. And when we were studying ancient Uyghur, there's lots of words similar with Sanskrit. And Padme is from Sanskrit, and it means lotus flower. And it grows in the mud, and it's a beautiful thing.
It grows in swamps, and it symbolizes rebirth.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have firstly put out an EP and then two
LPs. Yeah.
Two LPs, and maybe you also have a record now. Mevzu Records. So how did you connect with it? Is this like a big label or?
No.
Actually, it's run by us. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. It's us and friends.
Yeah. We're actually like 4 people. Mevzu, and actually we're not 4 people. We're many people, but
yeah, there's like 3-4 people in charge of the organizing things, like the focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we spend the most time.
Yeah, there's Toprak, there's Zafer, the singer from Asperger. There's Mutlu, the singer of another band called Ria, an absolute maniac. And
Arda, another Arda.
Yeah.
He sings in a band called Noiz. It's a hardcore band from Ankara.
So all the guys also have bands, so
yeah.
Okay. You have a recording studio also?
No.
So you record also at home or?
It depends. Sometimes at home, sometimes it's like studios. We're thinking about going to Israel to record our next album because one of our friends there has a studio and he invited us there. So maybe we'll go there, but we don't know.
Yeah, if you're listening, go for it. Love you, miss you, all of you.
When you're also preparing a new record, so you brought us 2 for our music library, and the next one will be out when?
No clue, but I think we'll be done recording it by September. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Autumn.
So yeah, it'll be done by the beginning of the next year. I think. Yeah. Mix, master, revisions.
Yeah, we don't want to be too fast.
Yeah, no need to rush it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a while.
But in the same style of punk, ska, and.
Yeah, the sound. I think the sound's evolved a little bit.
Yeah, but it's similar.
Yeah, the core is still the same.
I forgot to ask you before. Also, I wonder how's with the punk and women in Turkey. Are there a lot of women bands also?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. But there are a few because there's also like. Not Your Turkish Delight.
Yeah.
Some compilation, I think.
Yeah, it's a cool compilation.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, but in that compilation, most of the bands aren't active. So it's a really sad thing. But some bands, I think, are on the way,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the rest of the tour, after Slovenia, you're going where?
Salzburg. Yeah, that's the kind of the last show of the tour. And after Salzburg, we're going back to Vienna because our flight's from Vienna. We have 4 or 5 days there.
We just wanted to, walk around the city.
Yeah, and also Michael Heusler from Music Junkie Bookings, he got us another show on the 18th. It's in Vienna again with 3 other bands. And yeah, so it's like an extra show for this tour as like the end.
And you can again stop in Slovenia if you have a chance. But for tonight, maybe the last question, because we are running a bit out of time. If what can the audience expect from your gig, from your
energy?
Concert? I love it.
Energy, fast. I might fall down.
Yeah. They can break their hips, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And when it comes to words, because you sing in English and in Turkish. So through the words, what will they get? What kind of?
Emotionally charged and politically charged sometimes, and sometimes it's just like pure
despair.
Pure despair. Sometimes pure joy, but it's always a mix.
Yeah.
Like the song you played, "Gotta Pee." Orhan sings it.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's like a very joyful song, but it's also got like other elements of being broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sincerity.
Yeah.
Great. So tonight in Modri Kot, Rog, come and listen to the group Padme from Istanbul, and come to, of course, support also Festival Rog. Thank you guys for coming, and we see you tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Rady.
Intervju Radia Študent.